We conquered all of Europe. We're never gonna stop. Let's start the video today and talk about the atmosphere and talk about the fans in general. Hello, this is Kofada. I am Dutz. Going straight in on atmosphere. Think about the roller coaster ride that we were on last season. It was spawned upon the song, the greatest song that I've heard sung on the Kop. Bar none. Amazing. Gets everyone up, bouncing, singing, aggressive, just having a massive party, having a laugh, brings the team to another level. And it's there. I went back for the Newcastle and Arsenal game, and I think during those games, it was sung probably once in a Newcastle game and twice in the Arsenal match. Now, I'm not stupid. I know we're singing about Europe, and I know it should be sung probably on a European night where we're going to start smashing that. But songs like the Virgil van Dijk, it is so downhearted and depressing. It's terrible. I'm not going to learn the words to that song because it is terrible. It's the worst song that you should be singing when you're trying to win a title. Where's the old songs that just... Fowler! Fowler! Like just loud, aggressive songs. Brilliant, funny, bouncy songs. Think about the Luis Suarez song. The Luis Suarez song is one of the greatest songs you've ever heard. The Fernando Torres song, big, bouncy songs. This Bobby Firmino song, it's another one. Si, senor. And so, I'm not learning that either because it's terrible. Stop singing terrible songs. Also, while I'm at it, stop doing that. If I see one more person in a Liverpool crowd stood on the terraces like this, I'm going to lose my head. Another thing while I'm going on a massive rage and a massive rant, if I hear one more person in media land, in YouTube land say, well, if you were going to tell me in February that we'd be 3 points clear, bollocks to that, 3 points clear. I don't want to hear it. Every single time we have a mistake or a hiccup, it's the, well, if you were going to tell me at this time of the season. No, not at all. 9 points of a gap we had with the potential of making it 11 points in December. That's where we were at as a team. That's where we were at as a fan base. I'm not going to go nuts and go crazy in relation to predictions. I said Man City would win this league from the start of the season. Nothing's changed. The Liverpool team has made us believe again, but there's been lots of going on in relation to decisions, so let's just talk about the match. You're right. So again, atmosphere needs to improve because the atmosphere is diabolical. We cannot go on another game where this atmosphere is this poor. Like I said, I went in at Christmas, the atmosphere in the Arsenal game, I was in the new main stand. When I'm in another stand, I am pretending in my head I am in the Kop. So what am I going to do as a fan? Sing my ass off for the entire game, and that's what I did. I walked out of that monstrous main stand being on the upper tier. Hoarse, couldn't speak. That's how you should leave every single match. Not like this. Not like this. Oh, it transcends to the pitch. When we're bouncy, positive, singing songs that are not boring, like, take the Spurs song. And it goes on. Boring, crap songs. Sing positive, happy, bouncy songs. Sing in general, Reds. Get behind the team. If I'd have wrote this video / made this video last night, it probably would have had a totally different tone. But once you sleep on something and you realise that I'm an adult and I'm going to rationalise it and I'm going to think about what I'm going to say before I say it. Funnily enough, my wife always says, you need to think sometimes before you speak. Well, that reaction on social media last night was horrific. Liverpool's heads have gone. Klopp's heads have gone. The fans' heads have gone. This is the worst team ever. This team's terrible. How could they have done it to us? Done it to us. We've had more highs in the last 10 years than any other fan base that I've seen. We've basically won everything by the league. Yes, 29 years is a bit of a problem, but we've won everything else. We've played some phenomenal football. Klopp's changed his tactics this season, and we're better off for it. What would you rather right now? We were beating teams 5 and 6-0 that are garbage. Like West Ham, like Leicester City. but we'd lost 5 or 6 games and we were sitting around 5th. We were basically where the scum Man United are. So that's where we'd be. But we're playing this amazing football. But it's every other game we can do it. The problem is we've dropped points against Leicester and we dropped points at West Ham. But you've got to see it as cup half full, because we should have lost both of those games. We weren't very good. We were poor. Leicester was set up to stop us playing and hit on the counter, which is kind of like, this is heaven for us. So that's how we want to play. This team is built on counter-attacking. Imagine you've got 3 massively speedy, skillful players and they can run 100 metres in 4 seconds. And then you put them in a box, or you tie weights to the legs and ask them to do the same job. They can't do it. We can't get that pace, that acceleration, unless we play at Arsenal. And let's be honest, if we played Arsenal every week, we'd win the league undefeated. We would be the Invincibles that they once were, because we kill everybody. But teams aren't playing like that. So we've got to figure out a way of getting in behind teams. Man City do it best. The gap between the centre half and the fullback, they penetrate and cross. That's all they do. We don't seem to be able to do that. We don't seem to be able to get the ball through the gap unless it's Robinson. And Robinson's not playing well right now. And deliver that ball into the box. We don't really ever hit low-driven balls into the box. We don't really ever hit high balls into the box. So our game plan at the moment is go down the middle. And teams are stopping us going down the middle. So last night we played West Ham. Again, strange team news. But he's tied his own arms by not actually going out in January and doing anything. And we've signed some belters in January. We got Virgil van Dijk in January. We got Luis Suarez in January. So you can't tell me the players aren't there. Financially, is the money there? Well, it should be, shouldn't it? We didn't get the attacking player from France, Flecker. That was probably a mistake. A big mistake, probably. We let Nathaniel Klein go. And again, it's like we're stuck on that one moment that, Klein is gone. And our whole season is going to capitulate because of Klein. It's the same as the Sacco situation. We don't know what's going on. Klein could have done something really bad. We don't know. And that's the reason he's been bombed out of Liverpool. He could have also been knocking on Jurgen Klopp's door every single day saying, play me. And Klopp's gone to him, you're my third choice right back. Would he be playing right now? I'm guessing he would. But you know what? He really wanted to pick Milner over Klein. The fact that he played that one game against Manchester United was a bit of a smokescreen. I'm a fan of Klein, and I'm watching Klein play for Bournemouth, and he looks brilliant. He looks brilliant. Do I want him in this team? I do. But we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We may never know, but something's happened with Klein and Klopp, or Klein and the club, that we don't know about as a fan base. I'm sure of that. So that's where we are with Klein. With not having a right back on the pitch, we're basically playing in midfield that we should be playing in midfield. Last night, there was so many people talking about those centre midfielders. Our best centre midfielders this season. And we didn't think this going into last season. We thought that Fabinho and Keita were going to be these brilliant players that were going to change Liverpool forever. And we would get rid of Hendo. We would get rid of Wijnaldum. We would get rid of James Milner. James Milner should never play in this team ever again, according to most Liverpool fans. But he's come in and he's done a job. But again, he's being asked to play right back. He should be playing in centre midfield probably right now. I mean, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Milner is probably your first choice for the midfield for every single game. It just is, but we don't have it. We're playing Joel Matip, who I think is horrific, at centre-half. He's our third, maybe fourth choice centre-half. You would say Gomez is first with Van Dijk. Amazing, what a dream partnership. Then you would go probably Lovren. Then you would go Matip. So that's kind of the situation we're in. We're on the floor right now, basically. But we're not losing at the end of the day. And we're still 3 points clear at the top of the league. So, do I think our title challenge is over? I don't. But something dramatic has to change right now. Number one, we need to get players fit. Dubai was a nightmare. I would never have done that in a million years as a coach. Take a team out of the conditions that we're playing in and put them on a beach for how many days we went to Dubai. The disaster in Dubai. You know, think of any word that begins with D that means bad and whack it in Dubai. And that's what you've kind of got right now, because going there has hurt us. Losing to Man City has hurt us. We haven't recovered from that yet. So what do West Ham do? West Ham play a low block. So like I said, we play Milner at right back and Matip in centre half. So again, teams are just going to come at us down the left side. Felipe Anderson, what a player. I would love him. What a what a find, what a signing, what a player. He is awesome. Philippe Anderson is the real deal. I would love him in this Liverpool team. As much as I'd like Son from Tottenham in this Liverpool team. We're just missing that. And anytime Bobby has a bad game, so far this season, Salah and Mane have been able to elevate themselves to adapt for his struggles in matches. And yesterday, Bobby had his worst game, and Salah created little bits here and there. Probably should have scored when he cut inside, danced around inside the 18 and hit one straight to Fabianski. Wasn't going to beat him with that shot. No power. And Mane. So that's a situation we were in. I thought Salah and Mane both struggled last night. Even though Mane's goal is class, he struggled to get in the game. Because there's no space. It's like I said, shackling a race car, shackling a racehorse, shackling something that's really fast. Do you know what I mean? Putting it in a box, don't let it run. That's what West Ham did beautifully yesterday. Do I think West Ham were good? No, West Ham were crap. West Ham had a couple of set plays. They scored from a set play to equalise off Mane's goal that we scored, right? Milner's offside, but the linesman's out of position, doesn't see it. No one thought Milner was offside when we scored the goal, let's be honest. We just saw the replay and then we realised he was offside. Crosses the ball, Mane, great control, slots it in the corner. But then they get a free kick off a stupid giveaway. And you can criticise Naby Keita all you want, but you've got to give him a chance. I don't really know that giving him a chance now is the time to do it. You know, we've got like 13, 12 games left of the season to blood him in. I think next season's going to be the time. But you've got to back him. You've got to give him a chance. Again, every time he gets the ball, there's a groan coming from the crowd because they expect him to fail. They expect him to give the ball away, which is kind of what he's done recently. But let's be honest, second half, he was driving forward. He was the only player in that midfield that actually attacked. Everybody else was passing it sideways or backwards. There was nothing going on from that midfield. His patient style of play has won us games this season. And I saw that in the last 15 minutes of the West Ham game. We never looked to just smash the ball into the box. You know, Klopp's not bringing on Andy Carroll to go play up front so we can just lob balls in or throw Van Dijk up front. He's taken that point and he's cherishing it. Now, do I think Klopp's head went a little bit? Of course it did. Your head's going to go because you know your team can play better. But Klopp's got to be a little bit more clever in relation to, all right, this is how West Ham are going to play for all this time. We need to change something here because what we're doing isn't working. So I feel like it's just a style of play. We just need to change something. We need to figure out a plan B because right now plan A is working, but it hasn't worked in the last two games. Like I said, Leicester could have beat us 3-1. West Ham could have comfortably beat us 3-1 yesterday as well. The chances that they had, they should have scored those chances. And Liverpool did not create anything. So there's something going wrong. There's a disconnect when teams play a massive low block where they just play with one up front and they bring ball out and they attack down the wings because Liverpool's fullbacks are so high up the field. We're basically playing with two. We're going to get caught out. And West Ham nearly made us pay yesterday. I mean, there was a ball into Andy Carroll right at the end that Anderson, the goalkeeper comes out, Anderson's on the left-hand side, and he's trying to push up. Actually, Anderson isn't even on the pitch at this point. Alisson comes out, and he heads it poorly, and it basically goes to Carroll. And in another situation, the West Ham scored it, and we lose 2-1. Last season, that might have been the case. The season before that might have been the case. We might have lost that game comfortably last night. Like I said, 3-1. Leicester, 3-1. But we didn't. We got a point, and we got another point. So we're still 3 points clear. I just think we need to just turn everything off. We need a total reboot here. We need to go and smash Bournemouth this weekend. We've got a Saturday game, 3 o'clock. Great time to play. We need to put down a marker and a statement because Bournemouth are a good side. Bournemouth are going to try and play. Bournemouth aren't good enough to sit and defend. They haven't got enough groks in their team that can overpower this Liverpool team. So, you know, we'll take a nice 2-0 win. That would be fantastic. Just to get us back in the groove of winning. And then we've got a bit of a break then. And then we've got some massive games coming up against Everton, against Manchester United, and then against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. And again, let's be honest, the better teams. We raise our game. We play our best football. Everton play Man City tomorrow. I don't want this situation to be what it is. It would be the most Everton thing in the entire world now, wouldn't it? If Everton go and beat Man City. It just would. It just would. Everton are garbage. They haven't played well since we beat them. They've been hiding under rocks. They've been slurping and swimming around in the mud and the Mersey. That's where all their fan base are. But wouldn't it be the most Everton thing in the world that Everton go and beat Man City? I can't see it. I'm more worried about Spurs coming through at the moment than I actually am Man City. Spurs are desecrated and they're winning games. They're doing kind of what we did at the start of the season when we got that 9-point lead. where we were winning games that we shouldn't have, or we were winning games in the last minute, or we were scoring goals right before half time, or right at the start of the second half. So Spurs are finding a way. Pochettino is brilliant. He's a genius. He's doing a great job with that team. Man City have lost 3 or 4 games this season. So they're going to lose more. I don't think for 1 second that Man City are going to keep winning till the end of the season, and Liverpool are going to fall off the radar. But we need to change what we're doing right now because it isn't good enough. Playing our players out of position isn't working for us. We need everybody fit, healthy, and hopefully this time period after Bournemouth, we can get everybody back that we need. I don't think Gomez is going to play next season. Good news on Trent Alexander-Arnold. Again, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's looking like he might be back. He's been put in the Champions League squad. Trent should be back next week, or by the time we play Bournemouth, or by the time we play our next game after that. So we're getting players back. Hopefully, whatever's wrong with Lovren, Degsy, any chance of showing up? Greatest centre half in the world in your own brain. It would be great to see you next to Virgil. But that's it. I don't want for 1 second Everton winning tomorrow. I hope City smashing by 6. I mean, that might sound stupid. But I don't want Everton to win. I never want Everton to win. I'm past that. I went through a little period in my fanage of feeling sorry for Everton. Even when we smashed them by 5 at Anfield, I was like, I didn't enjoy that because we battered them and there wasn't even a fight from Everton. I felt sorry for them. You know, I want them to win, but they're horrible. They're horrible rats, just like the Manx. The two of them are just horrible, nasty rats. No one wants Liverpool to win this league. Nobody. They would love nothing better than for Manchester United to smash us. They would cheer Manchester United on. They're basically Manchester United's B team. Let's just be honest, that's who they are. So they're scum. Scum of the earth. Blue scum of the earth. So do I want Man City to obliterate them? I have no hatred towards Man City. I don't dislike Man City. I want Sergio Aguero to score 6 goals tomorrow past the blue shite. I hope he batters them. I hope their horrible, swampy, blue bollocks are all crying in the Gladys Street tomorrow. I hope their kids are crying. I hope they're all crying because I don't want them to do nothing. The worst fear of every single Evertonian right now is this Liverpool fan base winning the league. The worst. So I hope City batter you. I'm going to be cheering every single City goal tomorrow. I hope he scored 19. But like I said, it might be the most Everton thing in the world. 0-0, night, last minute, they get a penalty and they win the game. We'll see. I doubt it. I doubt it very, very much. They're shocking. So, again, this has been Duts. This has been Cop for That. Put a like on the video. Go to Cop for That on Facebook. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Never miss a video. In a day when Liverpool went to London, we got a point in a game we could have lost. That's an extra point on the tally that we have. So we're not losing points. We're 3 points top of the league. When Man City destroy Everton tomorrow, we will be in second. And then we will obliterate Bournemouth, get back on track, and we will be back in top. And we'll be 3 points clear yet again. All right, stay positive. Sing songs that are happy, that are joyous, that make the stadium bounce. Don't sing the Van Dijk song. Do not sing the Bobby Firmino song. They're crap. Move on from them. Sing happy, joyous, amazing, bouncy songs. We conquered all of Europe! Sing it every day. Sing it every moment of every game. Just keep singing it and be happy. Reds, we're in a great position. We're 3 points top of the league. Let's keep our heads on our shoulders. This has been Duds. This has been Cough for That. Cough for That. Cough for That. Ta-da for now. Ta-da. Ta-da. And you'll never walk alone.